Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another Champions League watch along. The only one this week because obviously the Arsenal women are playing tomorrow, so we're doing a FA Cup Women's watch along, the North London Derby Part 2. But before that, as I said, we're doing a Champions League watch on tonight, the big one of the match day 2, PSG versus Man City in Paris. Obviously, a rematch from a few months ago when they played these two face each other in the quarterfinals of the Champions League last year. Man City over the two legs came out on top and put PSG to sort of show that Poch what he really is, the fraud that he is. Big up Steve Wood in the chat. If you're in the chat or you're new to the chat, you want to put your score predictions in or who you think's going to shine basically and pop out, be the star player for either side. Put your comments in the live chat now, and I'll put them up on the screen. Have a little discussion about that as well, and also we'll have a bit more of the aftermath of the North London Derby to talk about as well. And look forward to the net part 2 of it tomorrow. Come on, you guys. But yeah, Steve saying I'm going for a 0-0 draw. Don't. To be fair, they have hype. It is always the case. They overhype these bloody games to the point of no return, and then it turns out to be absolute dead rubber 0-0s, as you say. So it won't surprise me, but I hope not. I pray to God it isn't. Players are in the tunnel, by the way. Just get rid of a couple of PSG players, anyway. In their tracksuit, their Jordan tracksuit top jackets and all that. Messi's starting as well. That's sort of big, again, surprisingly, the big news. I mean, he should be starting in the Champions League game against anyone, really, because it's Messi and it's the way he's sort of demanded. He doesn't really have a choice in the matter, really. Unless he's obviously injured, and that's a different case, obviously, but still. Players are coming out, and back in PSG fans are going mental, as they always do. And this is the difference as well, because of when they last played each other, it was behind closed doors, empty stadium, both home and away. PSG got a bit of an advantage back tonight with that. It looks a full capacity home crowd. And going by the experience when Arsenal played PSG, I think now 2016 or 2016 or 2015. I think it was either the 16-17 season of Wenger's last season. No, it can't have been because we were already out of it. No, it was the last season we were in the Champions League, wasn't it? Yeah, so it was in the 16-17 season. We played PSG in the group stage, home first, at their place first. And they made it intimidating for us. As in, the PSG fans themselves, they didn't stop, basically. They were loud and they were not making it a laid-back atmosphere, so I say. I'm watching that game and AC versus Atletico on my laptop. AC versus Atletico would probably be 0-0 as well. Wouldn't surprise me. This is the thing. I was in two minds because I think, again, a lot of us content creators are going to be doing PSG versus Man City. Neymar, Mbappe, Messi versus Pep's Man City. But AC Milan I was thinking about doing that tonight. Because that only other game that sort of stood out to me. I thought, no, that could be interesting. Especially seeing how AC Milan took Liverpool to task every week. So, yeah, I will be keeping an eye on that as well and all the other games throughout Europe. Good to see Messi playing back from injury. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's injuries aside, if he's injury free, they can't say he can't play. He can't start. He has to start. Let's be honest. For some reason, Ruben Diaz has got the captain's armband as well. Doesn't scream captain material for me, but that is what it is. Marquinhos done the coin flip anyway. Biggest shock team Sheriff likely to lose. If Real Madrid don't win that game, this is a thing because obviously they're playing. They're playing obviously this Sheriff team again. I've never heard of him before. That's not being arrogant enough, but it is what it is. if Real Madrid don't win that tonight and comfortably, they don't deserve to get through. They're in Shakhtar and Inter Milan's group. But yeah, they don't. If they don't beat them comfortably, they don't deserve to go through. Just kick them out just on the basis of that. AC Milan was 14 out, yeah, because of again a bit of fall. What was that eventually? A bit of fall from grace in the last 10 years or so for AC Milan, in the sense of they're not competitive. They're not really competitive in Serie A for the last decade. They've fallen off wayward in the domestic league massively, and on the European stage, they've been playing mainly Europa League and not doing really well in that, to be honest. And we're off. Here we go. Get the scoreboard up. In terms of score prediction for myself for this game, I would give it another for the FA game as well. For this one, 3-1 PSG, I think. If there's going to be goals, it's going to be goals galore, and it's going to come from PSG, because it's PSG. The fact that, mainly due to the fact unlike last time they played each other, they've got their fans in full capacity and everything. Whereas, I think now, whereas Atletico versus AC Milan, right, that's going to be an interesting. AC Milan at home, aren't they? For this one. If AC are at home, I say, if AC Milan are at home tonight against Atletico, I'm going to say 2-1 AC. Tightly contested, and they'll just get Atletico on the counter and fucking punish them basically. Because Atletico had a bit of a dodgy week in the last week or so that'd be interesting. If it's at Atleti, then again 2-1 to Atleti. It depends who's on the home team on that one. I think it's AC, so I'm going to go for an AC Milan win. Just again, basing it on defensively how I'm going to put it, how shocking defensively Atleti have been start the season so far, leaking in crappy goals when they don't need to. Got out of jail a few times as well, so that's what I'm saying. They've been a bit. They're not exactly pulling up trees like they were this time last year. They lost at the weekend against Getafe as well. So there's a lot of pressure to be put on them. And the thing is, they'll all be favourites tonight at Atleti, and that's going to be more pressure on them. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, that'd be maybe the fact that obviously bring back Griezmann. Again, I don't agree. I know we're obviously covering the PSG game at the moment, but I was waiting for it to kick off and going to start touching it with the old Griezmann back to Atleti situation. I don't agree with it. I don't get it because Atletico Madrid got fucked over, or they almost got fucked over royally by Messi on the attack. Agree this offside. They almost got fucked over royally by not just Barcelona, but by the player himself. He publicly and purposely is well known. He tried to fuck over Atleti financially and trying to get the fucking Barcelona cut deal price basically when going to Barcelona in the first place. Obviously, it didn't work for them. They had to pay the money. Didn't work, and it didn't work. The karma came back a bit him on the arse personally with his time at Barcelona. Never really got in at the swing of things. Thought it'd be really big bollocks, and he never got that. So going back, I wouldn't. But if someone had tried to do that to me in the line of work I'm in, if I was in that line of work and he tried doing that to me, he then comes back, hands out, going, "Please come back, let me back." No, bye bye, because you can't trust that person anymore. Maybe that's sort of caused a bit of a friction in the dressing room with Simeone and the players. Because apparently, according to people I spoke to, Simeone loves Griezmann still. And obviously, the players that was there when and Griezmann did what he did. Not happy. Well, never forgave him either at the time for how he tried to fuck the club. The club that fucking made him, really, let's be honest, saved his career. He just went, "Fuck you." So I can't blame him for that if that's the case. Sitting in the attack again, De Bruyne. Mbappe there getting a toe poke. Verratti then gets the ball. And Kyrgios. And they chip it out. I mean, people down that. I'm trying to think. Down that left-hand side, City are causing problems there. They're finding gaps easily as well. I hope you're well and recover from Sunday's festivities. Yes. All nice and refreshed now. And ready to go for tomorrow night. Obviously not going to that, so we're going to the North London Derby tomorrow. So but I'm obviously going to be doing with Andrew a live stream watch along for that on the Women's FA Cup North London Derby quarter final between us and obviously them down the road. The games at Bournemouth is at Bournemouth, so with the home team as well. But yeah, I'll be doing a watch along stream with that. A watch along and stream with Andrew on this channel tomorrow night. I'll be setting all that up straight after this stream. So the link, I mean, literally it'll be all up within 10-15 minutes of this ending. But yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, and if you haven't already, go and check out the vlog and also Melvin's reaction video he sent over to me. Based on Sunday, it went up. If you haven't, go and check it out and spread the word on that. Share both the links of that. And got one more thing coming one more bit of content going back, obviously based on this weekend's game against that lot down the road. Coming from Glenn from New York, he's doing starting from obviously this week. He's going to start doing weekly videos with us. Obviously, he'll do what he'll film it all at his end, and all I've got to do is upload it. Basically, he's going to be sending it over to me every week, and basically giving his own little twerks, I would say, on the weekend's activities and all things Arsenal. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope you do. But that'll be up at some point tomorrow. Oh my God. 1-0 Gaia. That was piss poor defending from Man City. Just stood there like statues. Yave. Literally, Man City defenders, after all the positivity I was saying, opening exchanges, finding gaps on the left-hand side and being progressive, they go and fuck it up and stand like statues and literally just watch PSG just run rings around them, literally. All the space in the world from Mbappe, little deflection, and it all name over here hits it, falls to former Everton player Gay, and he just literally takes a touch and just slots it top bins as well. You can't ask for much better than that. We have a goal. Nice and early. Sets this game right. It's going to be very active. The flares are up as well. The flares have gone off, but they're out of piss poor defending. I'm sorry. Saw them both. Melvin looked shattered. Yeah, you can't. I mean, I think anyone that went to that game afterwards would have been shattered just because trust me, the atmosphere was non-stop. As I said last night's podcast, it was non-stop. We, from all corners of the ground, lower tier, upper tier, even the club level, on it non-stop, literally. and it kept, and believe you me, as you saw in Melvin's video, it didn't stop at full time. It continued for a good hour and a half, 2 hours after the final whistle outside the Emirates. One sec. But yeah, 1 second. Wanna come in? Come on. My God. Oh, City on the attack. Sorry, I'm off screen for a second here. I have company, apparently. Don't I? I'll send you over here. Oh, sorry about that. Hi. What's how Man United win tomorrow? Because for that match they turn up into prime Barcelona just because Ollie's job on that. That's the thing, Alpha. In terms of Ollie, every time you think he's gonna be completely not outed, that's it. He's out the door any moment now. He turns it around. He saves his job again. I've lost count of how many times that guy saved his own ass by fluke. Messi's on the ball. An empty chair. It's what it is. Must behave yourself. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're okay with us, and obviously wearing your Ajax shirt tonight as they're playing. Well, they were playing, one of the two. I believe they're playing tonight. But yeah, I hope you're wearing your Ajax shirt. That's the case. Have a look. Keep an update on the old score. Brownie's not going to be happy, for fuck's sake. Oh, straight away gone on the Sky Sports Scores app. And Cardiff are losing 1-0 at home to West Brom, so Brownie's not going to be happy. McCarthy in. Borough Sheffield United, Borough winning 1-0. Stoke beating Preston. And then we go down to the proper. Ajax won earlier, played earlier, 1-2-0 against Besiktas. Sebastian Haller with another goal. He's fucking. Go to show some players just don't hit it in certain leagues, and in other leagues they absolutely smash it. Until everything is 0-0 gets Shakhtar. I actually don't even know who the manager is for Inter after Conte left. I don't know who they appointed. Sitting in the attack here, overhit pass from Jack Grealish to Bernardo. Massive overhit, but still. Porto versus Liverpool 0-0. Milan Atletico 0-0. Leipzig have took an early lead as well. They're winning 1-0 against Club Brugge. And Real Madrid still 0-0. Oh, Ed Sheeran's in the stands. Okay. Ed Sheeran is an Ipswich fan. But is that PSG versus Man City? That's a Champions League. Come on. That's just taking the piss. I've got money. I can go to any game I want. Because my Combine Harvester team can't get to the fucking out of League One. Oh dear. Anyway, Russ, how you doing? How's your day? Well, how's your week been basically? Well, the rest of the weekend after Sunday basically. And do I look more refreshed today for your entertainment? But anyone that doesn't know, I was doing a podcast last night. It was me, Steve, and Andrew, and Lottie and dear Russie decided to fucking team up and basically just take me to town, basically saying I look dog rough, shagged out, you name it. Oh dear. Lighting both ends of the candle, as Russ puts it so delicately. Okay, when this is 1-0 and you've got Neymar doing little rainbow flicks over Mahrez, you know he's that. you're in trouble. You're allowing it to happen in the first place. And yeah, just well done, ref, doing a 1-2 with fucking Rodri there. So and the refs have stood in the way there. Did a 1-2 basically with fucking Rodri, and the game's been allowed to play on. Man City on the attack. Good goalkeeping, sort of, nearly, kind of. Want to do get rid of it, maybe, or not. Well, I say that's a foul, surely. Just went right through him. Big up Taib in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping very well. Who's that one person? There's literally whenever I live stream these sort of things on Twitch at the same time, there's always that one person ever just comes along on Twitch and just sits there and says nothing. So they say, I don't buy it, honestly. It's a very, very, very fine house. And life can be so hard. So in terms of also PSG, again, anyone that's watched PSG more than me, it's pretty much anyone really. What is the deal with the goalkeeping situation there? Because obviously they've got Donnarumma who's playing tonight, and then they've got obviously Keylor Navas as well. I doubt Navas is going to be happy to be number 2. Because he's like a 3 or 4-time Champions League winner. Yeah, hello. You looked knackered. Okay. I don't know. I didn't feel it, so I don't know how that came across, but okay. I was vexed. I wasn't shattered, but I was vexed because earlier on yesterday I had to deal with the landlady came over to do what to go through a few things that need doing to the house and the garden and all that, and brought her mother. And basically, the mother didn't hold back and making it perfectly clear she doesn't want a single penny spent to fix the issues that need to be fixed. AKA, for example, just a small thing, the boiler. 4 years since I've lived here, been for just over 4 years now. The boiler was on the blink back then before we moved in. Got worse and worse and worse. Always fucking issues with the pissing thing. You have to put it this way: in the summer, if you want hot water to have a bath or shower or whatever for the sink to wash up, you have to turn the heating on to get hot water, and even then, it's hit and miss and wants to work there. Doesn't want to spend a penny on it though. The back garden again. When we moved in, no grass, all dead. It was just weed and nettles, yeah. Because whoever lived here before just decided to go. Decided to go. I can't remember now. Decided to have mass burn-ups in the garden, basically, and just destroy the whole place. And now every time something grows, basically every time comes spring, summertime, you can cut your back gardens and maintain it and all that. All we have is fucking stinging nettles FC. It's literally a stinging nettle FC. And considering again the mother, and I know landlady because there was a dad. She took over from my dad recently. The dad, i.e. the landlord at the time, the daughter and the mother came out last year, and it was there, and they had, and they literally promised that they'll deal with it come the new year. Basically they'll deal with it. They'll be returfed, so we can actually start in terms of returf, like dig it up, turn it around, level it all out, and all that crap, and we actually grow up actual grass. That grass can actually grow in a garden without getting, just have a garden that can relax in and all that, and just do your day-to-day life, like without having to worry about being stung. Oh no, don't be silly. Yesterday again, what was it yesterday? from the mother, this wasn't here last year. Well, yes, it was, and it was fucking a lot worse. A lot worse last year. Thank you very much. Because again, last year you said, "Have you tried the weakener? Have you tried putting seeds under grow grass?" Tried all the weakener, doesn't work. You said put seeds down for grass. We've tried that. Does it work? No, because guess what? There's fucking nettles growing everywhere. You fucking bimbo. It just in general pissed me off. She just pissed me off. Any and everything she could had an answer for. This wasn't here last year, even though it was. I'm going to say it's just to piss you off even more. And the daughter just allowed her to talk bollocks, and that pissed me off as well. And they could tell I was getting that. Even though I was wearing my mask, they could tell I was getting vexed every time the mother fucking opened her fucking mouth. And then literally every now and then giving a little, I'm not spending no money, so get on with it. But you will spend money, otherwise you ain't getting rent. Because enough's enough now. But yay. That's me vented again. But yeah, I was vexed more than anything. I wasn't tired, I was just vexed based on that incident. Oh, bananas got. Oh god, that ain't gonna be good. That ain't sound good. So I had to do the food bank at the door. I hope you didn't miss it. No, don't think you missed anything. PSG, PSG scored about 10 minutes ago. But Man City's got the corner. Crap corner, as always, and now PSG on the attack. Ryan, do you reckon Arsenal can go on a good run of results? They can, but they proved at the end, the last 3 games have proved they can put results together, good results, hopefully. And especially at the weekend, in terms of performance, they proved they can do it. And hope they're not just done it for North London derby. They can actually, because as I said last night, you need to do it more consistently. All Messi's on the attack, but got a tackle in there. Well done. Back note, giving it away to Mbappe, back to Messi. Verratti. The game, Messi out to. I can't remember who that was now. That's again. Verratti. Trying to find Messi. Trying to find Neymar. Oh, almost got Neymar. But in terms of the Arsenal, obviously, we've performed results-wise. We proved we can put a good run of results together. Performance-wise, we've now shown we can put a performance in and actually take our chances. So, yeah, we can, but will we? We can, but will we? I don't know. Proof is going to be the next 4 games will be the proof in the pudding, basically. We've got Brighton on Wednesday, Brighton on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. Which we're doing a stream for that, by the way, as always. Brighton away. Then we've got Crystal Palace on a Monday Night Football 8 days later at the Emirates. Got Leeds in the Cup. That'd be probably a second string team as well, semi-strong team, whatever. Depends if Arteta wants to take that seriously this year or not. But in terms of league-wise, as I was saying, Brighton, Palace. Then we've got Villa at home. Back-to-back home games, Palace and Villa. The Martinez derby, as we put it now. And then we've got Leicester City away. If we can... Realistically, we'll be realistic. If we come out of that next 4 games with 10 points, as a step again, it's a step in the right direction. 12 points is a fucking bonus. I'll snap your hand off now for the 12 points, but the contenders that's been booked for Man City as well. But it's a bonus if we can get the 12 points. But realistically, looking at it, we're going to probably drop points somewhere along the way. As long as it's not 4 3 set up 3 points, I'll be happy with that. If we get 10, as I said, looking at the games we've got, if we come away 10 points out of 12, I'll snap your hand off right now. I'll break your hand off for fucking 12, but still. Russ is asking, have you got your shirts yet? Not yet. I did speak to Andrew, again, as you know, after a message you got from Andrew last night in the group chat. I mean, he's got the tracking, he knows where it is, but basically he has offered to send the tracking over. So basically, if it doesn't arrive, because obviously yours arrived yesterday, mine should arrive either today or tomorrow, at some point this week, basically. If it doesn't arrive tomorrow, because obviously I'm doing the stream with him tomorrow for the women's game, when I reach out to confirming it all with him and all that, he said he'll send me the tracking over. So if that's okay, if it doesn't arrive tomorrow, as I say, I'll give him a heads up and all that. And can he pass over the tracking details and all that, so I can check it myself and see where it is? But it's got to arrive. It's got to arrive this week, because obviously yours has arrived, and we both ordered our shirts, or your shirt and my 3 shirts at the same time, same day and everything, basically. So yeah, 1-0. I'm assuming you mean Milan, not Millwall. Last year it was Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Shakhtar Donetsk, Mönchengladbach. This year, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Donetsk, and Sheriff. That's 2 years in a row. 3 teams are in the same group. Yeah, and you tell me that the group it's completely random. These draws, they're not fixed at all, are they? Come on. That was quite an escape by Brighton yesterday. Yeah, they were fucking. Because as you know, we were live when the game was on, so I caught the last 15 minutes of it. Wasn't enamoured. And then about an hour and a half later, they reshowed the whole 90 minutes again, and they didn't deserve to get a point out of that. Oh my God! Has that not gone in? How on earth? PSG have got away with murder there. Defensive, they were all over the place. Balls coming, fixed all over the place. Hit the crossbar. Looked like it went over the line. Didn't. Fell to Bernardo Silva. Literally, it's just him. A yard, not even a yard out from the goal line itself. Right in front of the goal. Gets a touch to it, hits the crossbar, comes back out. How is that possible? Bernardo's like, what the hell? Fucking hell. Just all over. I mean, Sterling got a head. Yeah, that was it. Sterling hit the puck. There's a ball comes in. Sterling heads it off the crossbar. Comes back, hits it, and literally he just hit. Obviously, Bernardo touches it basically to guide it in, and he just gets too much oomph to it, so they say. He hits the crossbar again and falls. He's like, because again, let's get that again. My only critique there, the non-athlete here, by the way, just get your studs to it. You don't have to side foot enough. You can just get something on it just to poke it in. Mahrez, that's crap. But yeah. And for anyone that doesn't know what me and Russell are talking about, by the way, I'll let you know in a sec. I've got to reply to a few fucking things. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I'm going to Twitter. I'll show you what I mean. We'll show you what we mean. And try and help Andrew, obviously help Andrew out at the same time as well. But basically, one sec, try and get it up. Oh, bloody fuck. It's very scrappy. Both defenses are really scrappy here. Oh my God. But the thing is, this is the thing, we sort of knew this about PSG in the first place, that they can't really defend. And same with Man City, they're outsourced. That is their attacks, respectively. I was about to ask you, were you in Russia? Who's Russia? Oh God. Oh God, you're getting compared to a sovereign nation now, fucking Russ. But yeah, here we go. I'm showing it on the screen now. 1 sec. Corner to PSG, Man City side. Mahrez with the ball in, and there's no one fucking there to even get a touch to it. Right. Right, fucking tab. That'd be a great start, guys. But basically, yeah, Andrew, basically it was when this shirt here on the screen was released by Ajax, and it just hit off with everyone. Andrew's sort of reached out, because we have a WhatsApp group chat, quite a few of us. Andrew reached out to us in the group chat and basically said he could get hold of, obviously, save us all trying to get online, get these shirts. He'll do it for us. Was to send over £15 a shirt, £15 for how many shirts we want per shirt. He'll get it all ordered and obviously sent to us. So it goes from one source of income, you know what I'm saying? So obviously the Ajax one here, which is again I've got coming as well, along with the Arsenal home and third shirts. And so yeah, this is the Ajax one, obviously inspired by Bob Marley. I think they're third or their actual away kit, or one of the two. And on the back of the Ajax ones, we've got that as well. But it's literally like it's literally any shirt you want. Chev have beaten Real Madrid. What? Oh my god. Okay, like I said earlier, if Real Madrid do not now kick their head out their arse and pommel this team and win convincingly now, come up 5-1, 6-1, whatever, just kick them out the tournament full stop. They don't deserve to get you through. With all due respect. Not Madrid at home as well. Oh, good save from Donnarumma, good hands. But yeah, as I was saying before, if you want an Arsenal shirt, home, away, or the third shirt, or international shirts, international football is a particular one you want, or as you see here, the Ajax or the other European clubs and all that, just reach out to Andrew on his social media, obviously Twitter or whatever, or even come back to mine and reach out to him, and he'll tell you all the details as to how to sort of send the money over to him, and he'll get it sorted for you. But it's as I said, it's a lot. £15 is a lot cheaper than going directly to the club store and going. Was it 60 odd quid? I'm trying to think now how much. 65, 68 quid for a shirt, and that's a plain shirt. Going back to the days where basically with Andrew, it's going back to how things were 15, 16 years ago plus, when shirts were that sort of, 30 quid at most. Even before, and going back further back, it was at some point 15 and all that. But it just saving everyone a lot of money, and he makes he's making a bit of money out of it as well. He makes a bit out of it as well. That makes sense because obviously people he has to contact to make the orders and all that. But they're all genuine. They're all 100% authentic and everything. So there you go. You can't ask for much more than that. Got Mr. Bungle in the chat. Big up Mr. Bungle. There's what's cooking around. Not much. Obviously, PSG are winning 1-0. It could have been 1-1 to be honest. But yeah. Apparently Man City can't put a ball in there even when it's got the goals wide open. Every year I get my kit from DHgate. Refuse to pay full price. No chance. Exactly. I've got to a point this year where I thought, fuck it, you know what? Why am I going to pay? Like yourself, like you got to a point. Why should I pay nearly 70 quid just for a plain run-of-the-mill shirt, no name, no number, no nothing, just completely plain shirt? Why? Why should I? When we're seeing everything that's going on at the club and all that, I'm just like, so it's just again. the huge jump in price as well. As I said, back in the day under Nike and all that, and we had Nike making our kits and all that. Up to that point, so up to 13, after the 13, 14, up to basically when we moved to Puma in 2014, going into 2015, our shirts were literally, in terms of the plain ones, if you didn't want to name one up on the back, it was literally 35 quid. And then obviously if you wanted the name on the back, it got up to what you'd pay now for a plain shirt. As soon as we changed our kit manufacturer to Puma from the 14-15 season onwards, it's doubled in price, and it's the quality shit. It's just ridiculous. There's nothing different to what it would have been before. But hey, but it is what it is. So yeah, as I said, got to that point, and it's all going. This particular outcome all came down to Ajax and their this kit we've seen on the screen here being released, and we all literally, not just ourselves in the group, that everyone on football Twitter basically was breaking their neck to order themselves one. So, and because literally the lines are so manic, Andrew just contacted us and said they've got a way of doing it. The shirts are all pucker and all that, nothing dodgy or nothing. Just it doesn't cost you. It'll cost you 15 quid a shirt, basically. Whatever shirt you want, club-wise, Ajax, Arsenal, whatever, £15 a shirt. And it literally, if you wanted the name, in terms of obviously this aside, if you wanted your a player's name or your name on the back of an Arsenal shirt, for example, I think it was an extra £5. So, I think I'd have to double check that, but yeah, I'd have to double check. But I can't remember that. But my ones that coming are all plain, as in the Arsenal ones. I'm assuming all the Ajax ones are coming with Marley 10 on the back, but it ain't a problem. So look about in and all that as well. Every year I get a kit from DX. Yeah. You can't get home. You can get home, away, and third shirt combined cheaper than one. Yeah, exactly. But I've literally got 3 shirts coming myself. But this shirt you see on the screen, I've got the Arsenal home shirt and the third shirt, the bluey lightning stripe looking one apparently. Coming some point this week, obviously because Ross has arrived yesterday, so mine's due some point this week. And that's all together £45. And that Russ, which confirms what Russ says there. What Russ is saying there, basically. Sorry. For one shirt from Arsenal, you have to pay, was it 65, 68, whatever it is, for a plain run of the mill home or away or whatever. For literally £20 less, I've got 3 shirts coming. Was that again? The quality, as you can tell in these pictures, the quality it shows. It's not nothing. Oh, here we go. All good to save from Edis. Gone over for a corner. Fucking every time PSG attack, City's defence looks flaky as fuck. But then so does PSG when Man City attacks. So, oh, there we go. Mbappe holding the ball hogging, and Marquinhos doesn't get the tap in he needs. But yeah, as I say, literally, but in terms of these shirts, sorry, before we wrap things up here, it shows there. You can see it is literally pucker as it is pucker, 100%, nothing dodgy whatsoever, completely 100%. You couldn't odds it. Even comes with the old tags and this, that, and the other. But yeah. So yeah, as I said, Andrew will be with me. If you're interested, guys, and not just Arsenal related, obviously, if you're in any football shirt you're interested in, they want to get, obviously with the current prices from the actual stores and all that, you can't quite afford, but 15 seems more reasonable to you. Andrew will be with me tomorrow night for the Arsenal Women versus Tottenham Women's North London Derby FA Cup match, watch along stream, just pop in the chat, let us know, and then we'll send the details over to you basically of how to get it all sorted. The people that work in the factories, it's their side hustle. The kit is exactly the same. Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. And I think I've obviously spoke to us, me and Russ spoke privately. He is going to, at some point, order himself the Arsenal home and away. I think unless that came with his order as well, but I don't know. Was it? What one was it? I don't remember what it was. I think it was the home or the. Oh, what's going on here? The VAR being checked. We've got no sound by my side. I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne could be getting a red. Oh, okay. What's that? I actually missed because with all the chat there. I didn't catch what he done there. Is it still being reviewed? Or has it been sort of told to piss off and man up? And also spread the word, obviously, in terms of what's the saying about the kits, they do spread the word on that as well. They've been told to man up and move on, basically. Kevin De Bruyne got away with murder there by the sounds of it. No reds, yeah. Got away with one there by the looks of it. Again, fucking notice, by the way, no Jesus. He scores the winning goal, Gabriel Jesus, at the weekend, yeah. Good performance, not brilliant, but good. Better than usual, anyway. And then gets dropped tonight, and now Sterling's playing the false 9. Complete bullshit. I'll be pissed off if I was Jesus. The only striker in the club, and he doesn't get to play the big games there in the Champions League. I mean. So, right. Cheddars, how you doing anyway, by the way? After what's your, obviously going back to the weekend as well for you guys, what was your thoughts on your game? 3-0 against Brentford. Not so easy, is it? I mean, easily scored 3 goals, but not so easy. Brentford aren't so such a pushover, are they? Again, it says that, good save there from Donnarumma again. But then again, this is another reason why I did the Premier League we did our Premier League prediction stream here on the channel. This is what I was one of, again, not just on the channel, one of the very few in the football YouTube community that actually backed Brentford to stay up this year. Not just by the skin of the teeth, actually pretty comfortably staying up as well. I thought I was looking losing my marbles. But yeah, the Saturday proved, literally, they ain't going to be. They're going to fight tooth and nail every second of every game, no matter who they're playing, home or away. And they won't give up until they leave everything on the pitch to the last dying breath. Right, Taib, why do you think Harry Kane will leave in January? you want the honest answer? Because if you want the honest answer, then no. I think the ship has well and truly sailed now. Man City won't go in for him, even if they, because, and the reason I say they won't go in for him, because Daniel Levy will still demand top dollar, and we're still between now and January going to see these sort of performances from Harry, not just in the league, but in the cups, in the conference buddy league bullshit. We're still going to see all this. And based on that, his values will go down, but Daniel Levy will yet again demand too much money, and Man City will just go elsewhere and look elsewhere, basically. For a younger striker like a Haaland or something like that. I think, as I said, this summer was Kane's chance. His last chance, I mean, to get a move away to a big club in England. He could have gone to PSG this year, as in January, but they've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. I think if he's going to go now, it's going to go next summer to PSG or something like that. He won't have the option of staying in England anymore because of that. And again, the only reason I say PSG because obviously Mbappe could be going for free to Real Madrid, and they'll need to fill the void. And then you've got Messi, Neymar, and fucking Kane instead of Mbappe. Yay. But again, apart from that, no one else is going to want to pay for him anymore. He's got to be what? He's 29, just turned 29, right? He's going to be 30. He's going to be around 30, going on 31 this time next year, basically. How old is he? He's on the wrong age. He's on the wrong side of his age. Age is not on his side, basically. I think now. No, he's 30 soon, isn't he? So he'll be 30, going on 31. He's got ankles like made of glass, and so far this season, he's shown how unprofessional he is. No matter what the media and all that lead you to believe, he is being totally 100% unprofessional. He's shown well and truly he doesn't want to be there. He can't be asked to put a performance in and put a shift in for the club, no matter who they play. And I mean, no matter who they play. And it shows. If he's not happy, he'll just down tools and fuck you over, basically. He's the most unclassy person you'll come across. But hey, don't tell the media that because they'll come after me. It's ridiculous how he gets protected by the media just because it's Harry Kane is England's captain and all that bullshit. Yeah, and amazing how you're fucking all happy to fucking see Knights of Saka, Rashford, and fucking Sancho thrown under the bus. But dear old Harry Kane doesn't turn up for an entire tournament for his country and he leads the line. Doesn't get dropped once. Nah, it's okay. There's no excuse under the book of him. That pisses me off. But yeah, but in gist, basically, as a whole, yeah, January he's going nowhere because Man City will go after Haaland, as Steve Baxter says. They're more likely to go after him. He's younger. He's a fucking machine. He doesn't get injured, and so far, touch wood, Haaland doesn't get injured. Half time, the whistle just gone. PSG winning 1-0. To be honest, being an end-to-end game, got to admit, end-to-end, entertaining. Could have been a lot more goals, but from both sides, trust me. But it's just the one. And I think PSG can sort of count themselves as lucky because the majority of the chances have come from Man City attacking. Trying to think now. But yeah, the only way he's going to go now is if Mbappe goes to Madrid for free next year and PSG is just like, you know what, just keep, if Poch is still there, by the way, just to keep Poch happy because obviously he's worked with Poch and Poch got the best out of him since all the managers he's played under. That's why he's been more happy. They might bend if he approached it, say, Poch, if you want, we can go and get Kane. If he says yes, they'll go and get him. Other than that, I don't. I don't see him even at all next. Apart from that, I don't see him actually even next summer either. Literally, it's ages on his side. He's got glass ankles. And again, this season, the longer this season goes on, where he's playing like this, say playing loosely, we're going to see this bullshit. And people are going to start waking up to see what the Hurricane really is like. But hey, it is what it is. Marshall Misfit Steve saying City cannot let United get Haaland. They won't. That's the one player they will make sure, because of obviously the connections with his dad and all that. That's the one player they'll make sure doesn't go to United. Maguire is like, yeah, it's Maguire, whatever. Cool, move on. Anyone else, it's just like, yeah. Get your ass in the Met City colours now. Trust me, if I think now, if Man United had gone in for Harry Kane this summer, Man City might have paid the money then. But apart from that, they had no reason to in their heads. I thought was it they asked 160, they offered 150. Tottenham still getting a lot for players with the issues that and all that I've mentioned. It's still a lot of money. Oh dear. Al did not tickle whatsoever. Let's have a look at the other half-time scores. Madrid still losing, by the way. Like Real Madrid, I mean. A bit of rain, calm down. I got no signal on my phone because the Wi-Fi being a pain in the ass. Some 7:15 kickoff tomorrow. But Cardiff are still losing to West Brom 1-0, so Brownie will be very happy. Sorry, Brownie. Huddersfield are winning 1-0 against Blackburn. Hull are losing to Blackpool 1-0. Middlesbrough beating Sheffield United 2-0. Preston versus Stoke is 1-1. QPR winning 1-0 against Birmingham City. And then, was it Ipswich? Ipswich actually winning the game. Fucking hell, that's a miracle. Obviously, Ajax won earlier on 2-0. Shakhtar 0-0 against Inter. Borussia Dortmund winning 1-0 against Haaland against Sporting Lisbon. And Haaland didn't score. It was Daniel Maiden. Liverpool winning 2-0 against Porto. Shock horror. Liverpool beating Porto. Oh, what a surprise. Mo Salah and Mane with the goals. AC Milan down to 10 men, by the way, after half an hour. But 1-0 up against Atleti. Let's look at the stats for that set then. Let's have a look at the stats quickly for that. Yeah, it looks better. Atleti have had 5 shots, not 1 on target. 2 corners, got caught offside once. 54% of the ball, obviously having the next man and all that. AC Milan have had 5 shots, 3 on target, 2 corners, 1 offside, yellow card and the red card and all that. Obviously PSG winning 1-0 here. Leipzig was winning at 1-0 earlier, now losing 2-1 to Club Brugge. And Real Madrid at home as well, at the Bernabeu. Losing 1-0 against Sheriff. Okay, now. Look at the teams for that one. Madrid have gone full strength. One second, have a look. Courtois, Nacho, Elda, David Alaba, Miguel Gutierrez. Casemiro's got a booking. Camavinga, Vardy, midfield, Eden Hazard, Benzema, and Vinicius Jr. On the bench, got Asensio, Blanco, Vazquez, Isco, Lopez, Toni Kroos, Luka Jovic, Modric, Rodrigo, etc. and they're losing. They are actually losing. Got trying time to get lunch, says Steve. That's cool. Well, got plenty of time for the second half, so I might as well. Troy, big up Troy, in the chat. How you doing, my friend? How's your? I see you feel obviously because I wasn't here for the Tottenham. You might have popped in during the Tottenham game, but obviously I wasn't. At the game itself. How have you been keeping? How's your weekend? How are things over where you are and all that? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Do, 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 do. Suck around and watch me flow. Yeah, all good, Ryan. It's raining here in Southampton as well. Raining here as well. It's been raining for the last hour, actually, yeah. Been on and off, a few showers here and there throughout the day. And then the last hour it's just been non-stop. Heavy, I'd say heavy rain is not, heavy-ish. Surprised this thing ain't fucking picking it up. Picks everything else up in its But yeah. Oh, dear. My cousin, one of my cousins obviously lives in Southampton. Yeah. Born over in East London and moved over to Pompey. And then once she got older, as she got older, but then last, I think now, 6-7 years, moved over from Pompey to Southampton. So also, what are you watching this game, or are you watching just chilling in general? I don't know. Trying to make sense of what I'm fucking trying to say now, but yeah, are you watching this game or another game basically in the Champions League, or are you just chilling? Oh dear. Well, I'm out by London, mate. Literally, but as I said, I think I said before on the stream, out by literally Heathrow between Terminal 4 and 5. I'm literally in between the two. Up the road from obviously one of the friend of the channel and all that, and subscriber and all that jazz, and friend in general. Russ is in the chat. He lives up the road as well. He lives not far from himself as well, pretty much down the road. But yeah, basically just on the side, just on the edge of bloody West London, but on the outskirts of West London, basically. Between Heathrow Terminal 4 and 5, and yeah, just as I said, on the outskirts of fucking Hounslow and all that jazz. thankfully. Obviously, don't want to live there with all due respect, but so that's a godsend in one sense, especially in the last 20 months of the fucking COVID. Jesus Christ! Around 2 years ago, I put a bet on 3-0, 4-0, and 5-0 Porto versus Liverpool and won 320 from a £4 bet. I have done them. I've done the same bet this time, where you're 2 goals you're 2 goals away from the 4-0, a goal away from the 3-0, and 3 away from 5. Oh, so the other end of the Piccadilly line. What was it, south? I'm trying to think now. Because obviously got Heathrow, Hatton Grass, and then all the way down the other end, got Cockfosters. Cockfosters and all that fucking bullshit. Yeah, Southgate, and so down that end of that, down that neck of the woods, are you, Cheddars? My mate lives that way. Oh, okay, that's cool. Muswell Hill. Oh, fair enough. I know you lived in London. I knew you lived in London, Cheddars. I lived in that particular part of London, though. Oh dear, sorry, one sec. Fucking phone won't stop fucking pinging. I like it a lot. Let's have a look, see if I can change this around. I'll be a bit cheeky now, try and get a few late punters in because numbers ain't doing too well tonight. So there we go, let's have a look. Oh, here we go, what's that? Cheeky. See if this works. I was going to use this from now on. There we go, a bit of change of name. Oh, Brownie's on. He's Brownie at the game. Yeah. Oh dear, see if that works. If it does, it doesn't. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, all right. How are we doing? So Troy, if you're still in the chat, by the way. Sorry for boring you. I don't mean to. But yeah, what are you actually doing tonight? Obviously, rain aside. Has it been raining all day there as well, or just suddenly hit in the last few hours? Oh dear. And also, have you recovered from the weekend as well? The North London derby and all that? I'm assuming an Arsenal fan, obviously. If you're not, I apologise as well. How's De Bruyne got away with that? I've just seen the challenge now. I've literally just seen the challenge he was called up for, and he literally puts his whole boot onto what's Gaia's leg and tries snapping it basically. How on earth has he escaped a red card? That's crazy. That is. Mr. Bungle, I bought a smartwatch off off of wish.com. It took me all day to get the fucking thing to work. That's what. In terms of wish.com, I very rarely order from that site, and I don't touch electronic. Do not. I've got sort of golden rule for me. I do not touch anything electric based from that site. Because it's a pain. Because I've heard all the rumors. It's a pain in the ass to fucking. They either arrived or don't work. Because they've arrived, you have to have a fucking fight to get your money back, or it's just faulty as fuck and it gets shocks off them and this, that, and the other. £4 it was. What was it? Recently, the only thing I've actually ordered from Wish was a phone case for this phone. Henri Bergkamp had been red, Henri Bergkamp on it. Really nice. I thought, it's a few quid as well. So yeah. I've got my money back since. But yeah, I ordered this end of September now we are in. I ordered this beginning of beginning of August. It was due to arrive because it's coming from God knows where. Because of all this COVID bullshit, it was due to arrive on the 3rd of this month. It's still not arrived. So I got my money back straight away. As soon as I was in touch to get my money back, like, okay, it's not arrived. So, you give it another month? No, I want my money back, please. Because it's tracking as well. This is the thing with the item. It tracked, and on the 31st of August, it was tracked to be here in the UK. And since it's hit the UK, tracking has just disappeared. It just disappeared off the face of the earth. So then, went to arrive on the 3rd, didn't, and I was entitled to my money back from the 11th. So I was basically, chased it up, hasn't arrived from the 11th onwards. And, got your money back, and then it's still not arrived. We're near the end of September, for fuck's sake. Ooh, chance there for Man City, Sterling again, fluffing his lines. The fuck was that for a shot? Jesus Christ. Come on, City. Russ, have you got a bet on City tonight? Just having a couple of beers. Okay, what beers are you having? What particular beer in general? If you don't mind me asking. Because he was here last week we spoke about alcohol got brought up on this channel. We spent like half hour talking about fucking what our article of choices and basically and all that jazz. And what we used to drink when we were younger and all this crap. It became a alcoholic drink discussion. What was it the match of the day watched on a couple of weeks ago, which will be back this weekend, by the way. There was only reason it happened this weekend, by the way, because I was shattered on Saturday. Was going to do it Saturday morning, but forgot. Sunday morning, sorry, I forgot. And then obviously went to the game. I would have done the Sunday match of day 2, but because of the pains of it was getting back from that neck of the woods down to here because of how hectic. Because it's just a pain in the ass. Literally, basically wait for the Holloway Road to. Went off, got something. Obviously, wait and all that. Went off to get something to eat. Time we've had done all that. Holloway Road reopened, so we went down. My brother came with me. Went down, gone down the stairs and all that to the platform. Next train in to Hatton Cross in 5 minutes. To Hatton Cross, it said, right? So got on the train. And it confirmed on the train it was going to Hatton Cross. At no point did the driver or any sort of message come up saying we've decided to divert and go the opposite way to where you need to go. So if anyone has a Piccadilly line, it gets Acton Town and it diverts off towards where I am, towards Hatton Cross and Terminal 4 and 5 and all that, or towards Ealing Common and all that, Uxbridge and all that. At no point did it say it was going towards that. It's divert. The train is going to change its route and going to Uxbridge until halfway down the line after it pulled out of Acton. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry, forgot to tell you. I did it. Like, oh, you bastards! So we had to get off at Ealing Common, go over obviously the platform, over the bridge to the next over platform, and wait 10 minutes for the next train to go back to Acton. And then again, once got to Acton, back up the stairs, over to the platform, and waiting up 5 minutes. That's a pain in the ass. That pissed me off. For the day itself, that's the one thing that pissed me off that day. Obviously, because everything else was fucking rosy. Fucking the men won 3-1 against that lot. Then the women went and battered Man City 5-0 at Bournemouth. Can't complain, really. Oh, City, De Bruyne blocked. De Bruyne again. Mahrez. Rodri. Walker. We pushed back. Fair play to PSG, pushing them back here. But now, on the other side, Bernardo Silva crosses it, and there's going to be no one because no one can head a ball. This is the thing, they're crossing it in, but they've got no one, Man City, that's tall enough to attack the ball, let alone in the box to attack the ball from an aerial position. This ain't fucking Arsenal from last season. Come on, behave yourselves. Corner comes in, and it's easy to clear because the way Man City are sort of going for these, attacking these set pieces, you'd think they're protecting a 1-0 lead themselves because there's more PSG players in that box there defending the corner than there was Man City players attacking it. What turns out in the wing now? So I don't know. Donovan, what are you doing? Almost fucking fumbled it there. Jesus Christ. Pavoni you like at the moment? I'm not. To be honest, I've never tried it. To be honest. Hello, Ryan in the chat. Big up, Gary. How you doing, my friend? Obviously, Gary. Big up to everyone. Big up, Gary as well. Because he filled in for me on Sunday as well. Did a fantastic job. So held back though. I watched it back, Gary. You did hold back though with the goals. It was like you're sort of in a. Like you're. Sorry. It was like you was literally like you thought I was there. Like I was part of the stream and like we was all behind. Like we were all behind it. There's like four or five of us all on here watching the game at the same time. That was all got that massive delay after everyone. I was like, he came out of himself more on the third goal because obviously he's like, yes, especially it's like when you're describing Saka like the yes, no, yes moment. But the first one you celebrated, but it was just like you didn't want to. You were sort of in reserve because it's like you thought because you're obviously so used to sort of holding back. And so, sorry, as I say, you're so used to holding back that you sort of held back. You held back for the first two goals, but the third goal you really came out. Obviously, went for it. That's good. As I said, did a good job. Really good job. And obviously, if you want, you're more welcome to come back again and do it again whenever you want. Basically, for anything really, just let me know. Reach out to me if you want to do hosting watch-alongs or Arsenal or football. I think or mutually related, or if you want to do if there's a particular thing you would like to do on the channel, you think would do well. Let me know. Message me. We'll sort that out. I think now, but yeah, if you're around, if Gary, you're around on Saturday, you're once again more than welcome to come back for the Brighton game. It's 5:30 UK time kickoff, by the way. Joshua has activated his rematch with Usyk. Well, he has to really do. That's what he does. This is the thing. He did this with was it Ruiz Jr. when he lost to him? Because of the loss, he reactivated. But the thing is, what hacks me off is if he'd won against Ruiz, and obviously if he'd won on Saturday, and obviously Usyk wanted to activate the release clause, the clause in the contract that activates the rematch, Joshua would be kicking off and going fuck off, basically. The thing is now that also this rematch is going to be in Ukraine as well. It looks, but that's what obviously now Usyk's a champion, and it's in his hands where it's hosted and all that. So if it's in Ukraine, fucking that's going to be a hostile place to go. And again, I don't see him winning it. I think he's been completely showed up yet again, and this time there's no comeback this time. I think that, and also because of the obviously losing on Saturday, and losing these belts, that's all puts a nail in the coffin for Tyson versus AJ. Because the only reason Tyson was interested himself was to not only to school AJ, which I believed he would anyway, but to take the belts off him and unify and have the belts with himself. If AJ hasn't got the belts, that's the main part of interest Tyson has. That you've taken had for the fight. It's been taken away, so he's not going to have that interest basically by the finances. But even then, if anything, actually, there's going to be more of a call for Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Now, that'd be a tough one to call actually, as well, because they are both good boxers as well. They've obviously, has been shown in their career, obviously with Tyson's comeback, and obviously Usyk obviously going up a weight class as well. This is the thing. AJ is a heavyweight. He's always been a heavyweight, right? The guy Usyk hasn't been a heavyweight his entire career. Was it cruiserweight before, or something like that? Middleweight, one of the two. I think it's cruiserweight because obviously he fought Tony Bellew before, more notably, and scored him. But so yeah, everything was in AJ's favour going into that fight because obviously he's the more seasoned pro at that division, and he sort of fucked himself basically. I think I can't really stand AJ either. Sort of get a vibe of him. He's a bit of an arrogant little prick up behind closed doors. How he behaves in certain press conferences isn't just a persona, so they say. It's literally how he is, and how he is literally day-to-day life. That's how he behaves and how he believes he is and all that crap. There's no fakeness to it in it. Even though he goes around going, "Oh, it's not really me. It's just me playing at getting the money in and all that." But yeah, so it's a good vibe of him. I don't. It's a certain fights you don't warm to. You get a vibe off of, and AJ's that. I get that from AJ, especially in the last 18 months or so. Yeah. It's all to make money. 2 fights are better than 1. Yeah. It was in the contract for a reason, because obviously otherwise the fight would never have happened as well, even though it's been forced upon him, both. More so AJ. Oh my God, Donnarumma, get rid of it. I mean, second half, by the way, going back to this game, just briefly, by the way, Man City have attacked a lot more than they did in the second half, and PSG was just, again, it's like Poch has just gone in and 1-0 up and gone, great, Let's sit back and protect it now. And that's what they're doing. It's literally like a bank of 5 and one bank of 5 and a bank of 4 all behind the ball, plus the goalkeeper. And then just trying to get Man City on the counter-attack. AJ didn't look ready for the fight. Is he in it for the money? With a promoter like Eddie Hearn, that being the guy's top promoter and all that, top guy, you could argue that's the case, really, if you think about it. But obviously, he's going to say different, isn't he? So, well, so Mbappe gone down. He's holding his calf as well. It's going to be stops. Don't know. Fury has never defended his belt. I think I thought the whole point of the initially Fury versus AJ fight was meant to be they're both defending their belts at the same time against each other. I thought that was the case. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he's got to fight Deontay Wilder again, hasn't he? For a third time. I mean, I think I got a problem with. In one sense, Wilder's massive. I don't say about overrated, but he gives it the big I am and played. Literally, was it Fury's big comeback fight was against Wilder, and was it a draw? That first fight, hence a second, and a lot of complaints because how well Fury had fought throughout the entire boxing match. Even got back up and knocked Wilder down himself. Everyone believed that actually Tyson was a winner, really, sort of won that and was the winner, really, out and out. And then to prove a point, he wasn't even physically in the best. He even said it himself. He wasn't in his best physical shape. He's in the worst physical shape he's ever been in, and all that jazz. And then, fight number 2 comes along, a lot fitter, a lot more in shape and all that crap, and ready and pumped and ready to go, and showed Wilder what he was made of, and put Wilder to the sword, and deservedly won. And I have no doubt he's going to do it again in a couple of weeks' time when he fights him again. He's saying playing because obviously in football, but yeah, he goes to fight him again. Fury goes to fight Wilder. I believe Fury will win that still. And once that's done, Wilder needs to just piss off and go find someone else to annoy. Because he did what was it again? About a year before the pandemic and all that, he was going around calling AJ out and all that. Obviously went tits up. Real Madrid have scored 1-1. Well, it's 1-1. Again, that home to Sheriff, they're 1-1 out in the 60th minute. Colonel in the chat, big up Colonel. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. Sorry if I bored you, by the way. I didn't mean to. If I've bored any of you, like, you're fuck, he's just talking bollocks now. I'm out of here. Do apologise. It wasn't the intention. Far from it. Have a look how we're doing. Look at that. But yeah, I mean, as I said, literally, I think going back to AJ, literally, it does look like that AJ versus Fury is all done for now. If AJ had won at the weekend, it would be obviously everyone looking forward to that now. Not another rematch, but hey, because now you got to think what we in September. I think they've gone to the U16. The fight's going to take place in February, next year. Hopefully in Ukraine, they say. Oh, Sterling fucking up again as you always. Got a corner still. So what was September, October, November, December, January, February. 5 months away. A long time in boxing as well. And obviously AJ's getting no younger. He was Tyson. And Tyson's, as I said, Tyson's now going to be up bigger and better things in his head. Especially if AJ loses that rematch, he'll divert all his attention to fighting Usyk instead of AJ now, because obviously Usyk will have all the belts that he wanted from AJ in the first place. AJ would have nothing to offer, really. That's going to think, PSG Neymar. Oh, Neymar did the selfish thing, as he always does, went for glory himself and hit the side netting. Could have pulled himself back, dragged it all back, took walk out the game, and gone again, but no. Madrid goal was a penalty, apparently. Fucking, they can't even score from. So you tell me they can't even score from open play against this team? Again, not trying to be disrespectful to their opponent, but isn't it their debut season in this tournament as well? And it's Real Madrid at home. How is that even possible? Oh, that was safe and deliver. Check over. So for current scores as well, whilst we're waiting for this game to see what any sort of V-sparks of life in this game from a PSG perspective. Neymar pass the ball, he can pass the ball. It is allowed. Fucking, that's the one thing that pissed me off about Neymar, is it's too greedy. All about himself. Never a team player. Liverpool winning 3-0, so Cheddar's is happy. As we speak. As it's set up another goal. There you go. So yeah, we've got Dortmund still winning 1-0. As I said, Porto losing 3-0 to Liverpool. AC Milan still 1-0 up against Atleti with 10 men right away. 10 men AC Milan since the 29th minute are still winning 1-0 against. Here we go. Go. Up. Jack, you can pass the ball. It won't kill you. We've got stats for this since obviously the last checked. 62%. Fucking hell, Venetia are shocking. 62% of the ball, which is okay. They've got the extra man, so you'd expect that. 12 shots. 12? Not one on target. And Jack Grealish just has gone off for Phil Foden. But yeah, 12 shots and not one on target. Ace Winner haven't had another shot since I last spoke to you guys about this game. So, especially are dominating and doing fuck all with it. Leipzig are still losing 2-1 to Bruges. And then, 19 minutes to go in Madrid. And it's 1-1 still. Depends on my pen, fucking hell. Can't score from open play. Be a massive result if this other team can hold on. But yeah, in terms of this game, literally, it's like Potter said at half time, fantastic, 1-0 up. You know what? Let's not go for the kill, and I think let's preserve what we've got and try and get out of a clean sheet like some bang average team. It's just PSG, for fuck's sake. Every time Man City have the ball, it's literally a bank of 5 and a bank of 4 and the goalkeeper behind the ball. So it's pretty much every player behind the ball, basically, in the math. Oh dear. And they try to get him on a counter. Never works. Messi in the ball now. Messi's been dead quiet, by the way. Especially this, at the entire match, but obviously second half of what I've said. Had nothing to do. And Verratti just off the ball on the edge of the box. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Free kick to Man City. Oh, it's now kicking off. Neymar and Laporte having a fucking come together. Oh dear. This is a goal in this. It wasn't going to be the 0-0 we all thought it was going to be, but still. When they got an early goal, PSG, I thought it was going to be Floodgates FC. But fucking Man City are ways for attacking wise, and PSG just taking the fucking piss now. And allowing him to just have all the ball. Hope he doesn't come back and bite him in the arse. Oh. Get away on there, PSG. Messi's had to come back and get the ball himself. Like, fuck this. I want to attack. And Neymar gives away the ball. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Pulling it down to the Foden. Foden. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Wide. And to be honest, De Bruyne's been lucky to be on the pitch still, to be honest. Now I've seen that challenge in the first half. He's lucky to be on the pitch. But hey. Anyway, guys, who's actually in the chat still? Who have I not bored off yet? With my random bullshit talk about fucking the boxing side of things. Offside, surely. Apparently not. Mbappe's got the ball. Going to spread it out to Hakimi. That's the one. Back to Mbappe. Mbappe then loses the ball. Oh, penalty. Hakimi. Hakimi then loses it to Foden. Wins it and loses it, and then fucking that was it. That was it. I was like, I'm flying that nowhere and just hoos it into Rose's head. Oh dear. Corner pit, Man City. Man City clearly what we are. 31st minute here. So they're still playing the striker role basically, done fuck all in 70 odd minutes. He's still on the pitch. They have Jesus who's available, who can't even get off. It's not even doesn't look like he's coming off the bench. They need an actual striker. I know he ain't the greatest and all that, but still, he's a striker. His job is to put the ball in there. And let's be honest, he could do a better job than Sterling down that in the striker role. I'll say this now if I can say the score now. You watch. Every time on this channel, I mentioned Sterling in that sort of manner. Within 5 minutes, he puts the ball in the fucking back of the net. Did it for the entire Euros. Every time. We bang average and out of nowhere to pop up with a fucking goal. Out of nowhere. Ooh, pass it. Neymar, you got to pass it, Neymar. Well done. I can actually pass it back to Neymar. Lost the ball. And he's crying like a bitch. He's crying like a bitch. Perfect Sigma in the chat from Twitch. If you need real, free, and high quality service to increase your viewers, check streamdetails.com. Top streamers already use it. Okay, say so. Oh, Porto got a goal back, so 2-0. Messi scored. Oh my God, his first goal for PSG. There you go. Maybe here's sorry. I think that's his career up and running now. That's it. That's boom. His PSG career gets going tonight in the Champions League. Oh my God, what that was a good goal. That's actually a quality goal, actually. Fucking hell, I've just caught that as well. There you go. Poch's tactics have worked. Sit back, defend, and get him on a counter. Eventually, it'll work. Oh dear. He's feeling it. Big up BX on there, by the way. Hope you keep him well. Hope obviously you're keeping well, my friend, and obviously recovered in time for tomorrow's North London derby. Yeah, that's a good assist from Mbappe actually. Just sent it back the way he came, and boom. Oh. Fucking Edison didn't even bother basically once he left Messi's foot. Now we're going to see Messi score fucking 20 plus goals this season now. Probably more than that. 35 plus goals this season now. That'll be the ignition he needed. No, but fuck it, as I was saying, I've no sympathy for Man City tonight because, again, in the European game, he's like last year, we had Aguero and Jesus. He goes for the full. He tries to play this 4-9 bullshit. It doesn't work. It clearly doesn't work. It got him to a final though. Well, fucking even the final, they fucking lost because they played the 4-9. It didn't work, did it? Nevertheless, he still has Jesus, an actual striker who put a good performance in, by the way, and scored a really good goal to win the game for Man City against Chelsea. And he's been dropped tonight. How does that make him feel in the biggest game of the Champions League group stages so far? Let's be honest. Salah in season in form. Yeah, he has picked up sort of form we had a few not last season before. Everything he touches sort of turns to gold. No, it's 4-1. Did he get a hat trick? No, Bobby Firmino with the fourth there, but no, Cheddar had said earlier in the chat you put 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 for tonight's game for bets, and obviously with Porto scoring now, no matter what happens now, his bets are gone. So hope he didn't put too much on. Checking on the other results. Right, refresh everything. Oh my God! Full time Cardiff 0, West Brom 4. Brownie's gonna be very pissed off. I think he's gonna be very much in the lines of McCarthy out when he goes on the stream later on. Huddersfield winning 3-2 against Blackburn. Very close game that one. Blackpool's 1-1 against Hull. Messi in attack here, what's that? Middlesbrough winning 2-0 against Sheffield United. Preston are winning. They're drawing 1-1 against Stoke. QPR won 2-0 tonight against Birmingham City at home. And then we go to the Champions League. Obviously, Ajax won earlier 2-0. Shakhtar Inter Milan was 0-0. Borussia Dortmund still winning 1-0 with just over 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes to go. 4-1 Liverpool, as we mentioned. AC Milan versus Atletico de Madrid is AC Milan winning 1-0 there, sorry. Obviously 2-0 here. Leipzig are still losing 2-1 after being 1-0 up at one point, losing 2-1 to Club Brugge at home, as in Leipzig at home. And Real Madrid, the shock of the night so far, really, of drawing as it stands in the final, going into the final 10 minutes of the game. What a save. Real Madrid are drawing 1-1 going into the last 10 minutes of the 83rd minute, basically. Sorry, what's that? But when I said what side goes, obviously Mahrez and Man City in the attack. Mahrez got a ball, had a chance, and Donnarumma does what he does best. Is even though it's a big unit, gets himself down low and quick enough and gets a fist to it. He gets hooked clear. Sorry, hooked clear. Still 1-1 in Madrid. Look, if you put a fiver on that at the start, before the game's kicked off tonight, Jesus has now come on for Sterling. 10 minutes later than needed, but anyway, 2 minutes too late, in my opinion. Sorry, before all games kicked off tonight, if you'd put a £5 bet on Real Madrid to draw 1-1 with their opponent, that's this Sheriff team. Can't pronounce the full team, the full name, but Sheriff. The odds you would have got would be mad. You would have got good money back for that. Club Brugge winning is a shock. It's a shock. I get what you're saying, but it's not the biggest shock. What I'm trying to say is the biggest shock is Real Madrid are currently drawing 1-1 at home to a team that's making a Champions League debut this season. And literally, I went for the team at half time. They haven't gone easy on them, but I would say in terms of the lineup. But there's just, again, haven't turned up. And the only reason they've scored tonight, so far as it stands, is from the penalty spot. Otherwise, they'll be still losing by the sounds of it. Not PSG, Man City. Get teams mixed up tonight, sorry. Oh, where's it? And it's getting a corner out of it. Right. Yes, that's it. My name, Russ. Don't wear it out. What's the matter? Oh, it's in Gary as well. Oh, Atleti have scored. Atleti have scored an equaliser. Atletico Madrid have... Sorry, I keep saying it. They've got an equaliser. Antoine Griezmann, of all people, the person I was saying this and never got back because of how he tried to fuck him over before, has come back and scored in the 84th minute. That'll be interesting then. What I do, Russ? I think Russ has had a few too many beers go by the looks of it. Or he's took inspiration, so to say, from his new Ajax shirt and gone a bit with the old wacky backy, so to say. If you know, you know. Growing out the old dreadlocks. Imagine a lot of dreadlocks, Jesus Christ. Oh dear. Almost is now down holding his knee. Even though he challenged Jesus. Of course he did. Of course. As I said, guys, we are getting close to the end of this particular stream, but we'll be back tomorrow at around 7 o'clock UK time, myself and Andrew. Kick off at 7:15, live on, here, we're living in the UK, live on BBC 4. Arsenal women versus Tottenham women in the FA Cup quarter final from Bournemouth, but it's on BBC for some reason, not BBC 1 or BBC 2. That'd be silly. But yeah, we'll be live and covering that game. Hopefully, we can get a double derby, bit of double derby delight. Sorry, my words out. And put another one over on them, not down the road. Which, to be fair, the last 2-3 years since Tottenham, the women's team have been brought into the WSL, all we've ever done, the Arsenal women have done is literally just pound them left, right, and centre, 3s and 4s for fun. Even the odd, was it last year? I think we played them last year in the FA Cup at home. I think it's a quarter-final. Yeah, it was a quarter-final again. It was a quarter-final this year. And we beat them 4-0 in that one. But then 2 weeks prior, we played them in the league at Bournemouth and battered them like 6-0, I think it was. And we battered a couple of years. Their first season, we battered them 4-0 home and away. What was it? The North London derby at their place. We done them 3-0. First time in there last year, we done 3-1. Oh, 3-1 or 4? No, it's 3-0 again last year at their place. Battered them at our place. Torn to pieces, literally, in the league. By 5 clear goals. And then played them again in pre-season, part of this morning series bullshit. I say bullshit because it's just pre-season, it's just dev. And the reason they put the women's team just because they couldn't get the whole point of the Mind Series was to be a 4-team competition thing. They couldn't find a 4th team to compete in it, so they allowed all the other 3 teams, obviously us, Chelsea and Tottenham, to have our women's team play their respective opponents, basically, teams and all that crap. But yeah, we went there with a reserve as well. It wasn't even our full. We didn't play our full strength either in that particular game in pre-season, and we came out winning, I think now, 4-0 in the end. And as I said, we didn't have anywhere near our full strength. It was literally some of our first teamers, literally, and the majority of our academy players. We still came out and won 4-0. So I've no doubt we're going to get a win tomorrow, but you never know. Derbies are derbies, you never know. And it's a cup. And they are second in the league behind us on goal difference. After 3 games, but still. Why? This is always the downfall of PSG. This individuals, they play as individuals, they don't play as a team. And this is why they'll never win the Champions League. And why no manager ever have that success of bringing them together as a team, because it's got too out of hand now where the egos are too big. Madrid losing again. PSG in the attack. Pull it back. Easy goalkeeping there from Edison. Are they actually losing? They are. 93rd minute. Oh God. That's the shock of that is properly now the shock of the night. Okay, if you put a 5 on them, if you put a 5 on Sheriff just to win the game, let alone 2-1. The odds would have been ridiculous. You'd be getting a lot of money back, put it that way. Madrid are 3 minutes away from losing. And again, they've gone full strength tonight. They haven't held back at all with their lineup. 5-1 Liverpool now. Firmino have another goal, a couple minutes after his first one there. Dortmund are winning 1-0 still. AC versus Atletico is 1-1, as I said, with Griezmann getting the equaliser a few minutes ago. Looks like that's going to finish the draw. Leipzig are still losing 2-1 to Bruges, and as we said, all commentaries get over there. What's the date of that? That's mad. Fair play to them because again they've got nothing to lose. Oh, what's going on here now? 89th minute, it's all going off. We do the 6 minutes go injury away. Milan still hanging on with a red card at 1-1. Yeah, fair play to Milan as well in that sense. I mean, as I said, go through the stats again because I'm probably going to look at the thing there, the stats. It'll say that shot you've seen. Danino's coming on for Idrissa Gueye for PSG. I'll look at the stats of the AC Milan game. It'll say one shot on target. I guarantee it from that lot. Oh no, 20 shots from Atletico, 3 on target. Sheriff got past 4 qualifying rounds. They beat Sheriff Albania, Ascot of Armenia, Red Star Belgrade, and Dinamo Zagreb. In the qualifiers, good team, but not good enough to beat Val. I don't know what you meant, but yeah, exactly. Because it's Real Madrid, and again, I've looked at the lineup. Ancelotti hasn't gone for a weak lineup. It's gone for a full strength lineup there. And let's be honest, they only scored a goal at Real Madrid tonight from the penalty spot. I said with Chest at the start of this stream, we're going for the teams tonight. Who's playing who? If Madrid didn't win that game tonight, comfortably 4-5 plus goals to nil, they just kick them out of the competition because they don't deserve to win it. They don't deserve to be in it. At the same time, fair play to Sheriff as well for doing what they're doing tonight. Because I said, if we put a 5 on that just to win the game, we'd have got ridiculous odds. Let alone 2-1. If you've gone into the bookies basically and said Madrid to lose 2-1 tonight, like Sheriff, this team that Madrid are playing, Sheriff, they're going to win 2-1. The looks you would have got, you would have had the fucking straight jackets waiting for you outside the fucking betting shop. Russ is saying Sheriff are decent side by the looks of it, mate. Again, no, as I'm saying, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Sheriff, but at the same time, this is Real Madrid. It's not even Sheriff about the home team. Real Madrid are at home. And I said they've gone full strength, but I think it's gone that little bit of arrogance, haven't they? They've waited before they've even crossed the fucking line. But either way, Madrid shouldn't be struggling against that sort of team, with all due respect. But fair play to Sheriff for coming along and putting a shift in and getting them, by the looks of it, even Madrid scoring equaliser now, getting a result there. Hats off to them. They totally deserve it. Oh, is it full time? Is it? There you go. No, fair play to them. That's good. And again, that's hence why even at 1-0, I was saying that'd be the shock of the night because it's Real Madrid, isn't it? Everyone expects Real Madrid to win them sort of games. But yeah, no, fair play to Sheriff for coming along and turning up and putting a shift in, getting a result, and shutting up that knobhead of a fan base, let alone the club itself. It sort of sends out a message to the rest of that group as well that they're not going to be pushovers as well. If they can do what they've done tonight against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu as well, redeveloped it Bernabeu, but still, they can do it to Inter Milan, they can do it to Shakhtar. So they're not here just to make up the numbers, basically. That's what they're trying to tell the rest of the teams in that group. So it's good. It's good. It's refreshing. Because to be honest, when that draw was made, we all thought, well, obviously this Sheriff team, they'll be bottom of the group or whatever, and top 3 will be between Madrid, Shakhtar, and Inter. one of them being a Europa League team by the end of it. But yeah. Whereas this puts the cats amongst the vision. But again, looking at last year, Madrid had again it was under Zidane, different management, but they had a dodgy start last year in the Champions League, didn't they? They only just scraped for the last game by the skin of their teeth. His whistle's about to go any second now, by the way. So they're going to finish 2-0. Yep, full-time whistle's gone. PSG win 2-0. Messi getting his first goal for PSG in the Champions League. In front of the home fans as well. It was probably, again, as I said earlier, might have sort of spearhead his time at PSG now in the right direction, as he hopes, and all that jazz. But again, Man City, and it's Pep's downfall again, playing a false nine for the majority of the game, i.e. no striker, when it was clear as day they needed a striker. And they later ruined what happened because they've gone up against PSG and the chances that fell to PSG they took and come out victorious. So it's not so really. It's now Man City playing catch up and PSG for that top spot in the group. And again, they pursued. They continue to play like this, Man City. It won't be. Atletico scored 97th minute. Bloody how much injury time was on? Atletico Madrid have come back from behind in the last 10 minutes now. I mean, they had an extra man, but they eventually got over the line and they've scored. Luis Suarez from the penalty spot. Fair play. Chudders is back. He's happy, but looks at it. He's screaming yes. I just won £200 from a £3 bet. Okay, fair enough. That's cool. Fair play. Can't go wrong there, can you? The fans are miles away, but still. Madrid had the edge on attempts, rated 1-4, and lost scoring no open play goals. That's what I'm saying. They got a score tonight. Real Madrid was from the penalty spot. They can't, and that's got to be. And then they've got to be concerning. Sorry, it's got to be concerning for Madrid themselves. Again, second year in a row, they seem to be struggling at the start of this competition in the group stage. And against them again, a debutant team has come to them and not play. I won't say Ben apart, but come away with a 2-1 win. When was the last time a debutant team, a team making its debut in the competition, home or away, played a fully experienced club of Madrid's level, Real Madrid's level, basically an experienced club, and come away with a win like that? But again, as I said, I'm happy. I'm happy in one sense because it shows they're not going to just be the whipping boys of the group. They're actually here to play ball and give it a good go, basically, and try and get out of this group in a positive sense, either by the Europa League or something like that. It's fair play to them. They do that. They do manage that because they would have merited it. They do it, but obviously, long way to go. It's only match day 2, obviously. But it's not. As I go back to Real Madrid's perspective, last year under Zinedine Zidane started off the group stage, and absolutely not just started off the group stage. Actually, the entire group stage they were poor. Like literally, they just scraped through in the last match day, match day 6. They just scraped through the actual group itself, getting to the next round of the Champions League by the skin of their teeth, because I think Inter Milan bottled it at the last minute. And yeah, it looks like we're hit with a new manager, Ancelotti. So it's clearly not a manager issue. It's clearly players that were there last year are causing a fucking ruckus. Basically, it just can't be arsed. I don't know. So it's clearly not going right there. But it is what it is. But yeah, don't know what to say there. I lied. Atletico are still playing in the 10 minutes of 6 extra minutes. How the hell has it gone over nearly 4.5 minutes of extra time? Added on to if you say 6 minutes, how's that fucking worked? Now full time, fair enough. How about evil? Yeah. Yeah, I've got another catch myself saying that. No, yeah, so Atletico eventually, after 20,000 shots at goal, come away with a 2-1 win there. It's huge, really, because again, Atletico and AC are in the same group as obviously Liverpool, Porto, and Liverpool now won 2 games. First in 2 games, obviously the first one was a bit of a struggle against AC. And obviously convincingly tonight, 5-1, I think it was in the end. Double check that now. Yeah, finished 5-1. So it's important that either Milan or Atletico won tonight just to keep up with Liverpool there. Within like reaching distance. Otherwise, it would have been literally Liverpool for the top spot and literally just a fight for second. And people would have lost interest in this group straight away. It does set up the next match day. And that group is going to be very interesting. Well, match day 3 and 4, because obviously now the teams that play each other match day 3 play each other again in match day 4. So match day 3 and 4 is Liverpool versus Atleti at Anfield and at the newish Atletico Madrid stadium. So I'll be covering that as well in a couple of weeks' time. So that'd be interesting to do. I will be covering that because that's a crack. Going by the last time them 2 teams met, that's going to be a cracker of a game, I think. City with pants tonight, yep. Yeah, again, Pep gets it wrong, but he gets it wrong tactically and in the lineup and everything. But is he going to get slated for it? Is he fuck? Don't be silly. It's Pep. He's okay. He's a god. It's ridiculous how he gets away with murder sometimes, but yeah. As I said, bring on Jesus at 2-0 down. The game's basically gone with 11 minutes to go plus injury time. What was the point? As you guys know, I was saying they needed a striker. They needed bring on Jesus. Why wasn't he starting in the first place? When he weren't obviously during the game, I was saying bring him at half time, bring him on. 60th minute, bring him on. You need him on. And he brings him on 5 minutes after going 2-0 down. Right, the game's over. Hey. So Jesus has no real impact in the game, really, because he's like, I can't be bothered then. And what sort of message does that send to Jesus as well? Because he has a good performance at the weekend against Chelsea, scores a winning goal, and he gets dropped for the biggest game of the group for Sterling. Again, not having got Sterling, but Sterling's not a striker, and that striker. Playing this false line isn't going to work. You do need a striker, and I know it's Jesus, but that's the only striker they have at the moment because they failed to get another striker in. That's the only striker they have to fucking use him. And if by 55, 60 minutes it isn't working, then you go down this false line bullshit route, but not straight away, not home or away against a team like PSG. With the likes of they've got the likes of Messi and Mbappe and Neymar that can punish you at any given moment. But literally, it was, first half was literally end to end in the sense of PSG would attack and have a chance, and obviously they scored one of them. Obviously, it was 1-0 at half time, but they would attack, look threatening, look like they were fucking absolutely destroying City at every attack, and obviously, and it was sort of the same way. Whenever Man City got on the ball, got forward, they looked threatening, looked like they're going to fucking cause PSG problems in the first half. Once they got to half time, it was literally like Potts got them in, got his lads in at half time. Fantastic, 1-0 up. Great job so far, but you know what? This is what we're going to do now. We're going to sit back, go out in the second half, let them come at us, soak up a bit of pressure, and just counter them, try and get them on the counter. and eventually it'll pay off. And it did. Eventually it did. And once they got that second goal, the game went dead completely. But Man City just completely just went, like they didn't. That's what it was going to end, basically. And once all that, we got to see Messi score his first goal for PSG. So, suppose, good luck League on now, eh? But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up now. And as I said, we'll be back tomorrow for Arsenal women versus Tottenham women in the FA Cup quarter-final tie from Boreham Wood. Myself and Andrew will be covering that on the channel from 7 o'clock, 15 minutes before kickoff, and then obviously 7:15 it'll be live. If you're living in the UK, it's on BBC 4. And yeah, hopefully if you're an Arsenal fan, you'll come along and join us because it's another chance of double North London derby tonight, really. Not very rarely get a chance of having double North London derby wins in the same week. So yeah, I can't believe Pep continues with the false nine. It's arrogance, and then we've won. And as Arsenal fans, we wonder where Arteta gets this attitude from, this arrogance, because Arteta has tried it before as well, as we all know, and it's failed. And why? Because he sees he sees Pep doing it the night before, and things against last season. Very, very rarely just by the skin of its teeth working. But yeah. As I say, very rarely it works in the Champions League. It worked once, and Arteta tried it and it didn't work, and then he tried it a couple more times. But then once he realised it does seem now he's got a fully fit squad, Arteta, that he does actually want to play a striker in the striker role. But the false nine when the difference is, it seems like anyway, touch wood, when we have a fully fit squad available for any game, Arteta will play a striker in a striker role. Now he's not his lesson, but it seems like anyway. And in worst case, if he's on the bare bones of his arse and his strikers are either suspended or injured or whatever, then he'll try to force nine. He may try to force nine like Martinelli or whatever. But whereas Pep just is a thing, it's a reoccurring thing. Because it worked against, was it PSG last season, getting on their journey to the final, gets to the final. It grows last, and Aguero's last ever appearance in Man City. This is it. No, you're never going to see Aguero in a Man City shirt again, basically. There's Jesus as well. Both fully fit. Both on the bench. Playing a false nine. Not working. Do you change it? No, you don't. It's a recurring thing, but no one criticises him. This is another thing. When it comes, in terms of the media, no one criticises him. It does hack me off a bit because when Arteta, as I said, Arteta's done it before. Back in the last season, he did it a few times. He tried it a few times, and because it didn't work, he got hounded by the media for doing it. Oh, how dare you? What does he think of? But yet, Pep does it. Fails constant. There's a continuous thing of him failing at this false nine in the Champions League. In the Champions League setup with this false nine bullshit, and he doesn't get pulled up on it because it worked in the Premier League. Oh yeah, the Premier League where it's been a Premier League season where it was played behind closed doors and everyone just allowed Man City from December onwards just to have the league basically. And let's be honest, the teams that were playing at the time when they went out that third, was it now? I think now. Is it a 10-11 game winning one? Unbeaten one, whatever. When that was allowed to happen, look at the teams that are playing for fuck's sake, the West Brom's, Palaces, and all that of this world from last season, and Brighton's that weren't the Brighton that we're seeing start of this season. Not exactly big teams pulling up trees and all that. Let's be honest. But it's all bend over because he won a league with a false nine. Yay! And then Complaining doesn't sign a striker. Like, you've all fucking sucked him off. So in his head, you're all thinking he's a fucking genius. When in reality, you fluked it. And to be found out this season, because Man City will not win the league. I'm even now, even though they won at the weekend against Chelsea, I'm still convinced, hardcore, fact that the course of the season, City will not win this league. They don't have enough to do it. Champions League, they'll get to the first knockout round and they'll get knocked out. I think. They'll go back to type. They got to the final last year, got a bit, tipped their toes, don't like it. Now they're going to revert back to type now and not be knocked out by the most bang average team. They'll never, again, in my lifetime, will not get to another final like that. And yeah, I don't see City winning the Champions League. I didn't see them winning it last year. Got to the final, thought they were right, but then no, they bottled it. As I said, based on tonight's performance, and I had a sort of been a bit in and out in the league and all that. In terms of drawing 0-0 or dropping the ball against fucking Southampton in the league at home, after all the fallout from fucking calling out the fans and all that. Honestly, long term, I don't see him when they're going to drop big points when they're not meant to, and that'll be costly to them. But it is what it is. Pep outthinks himself, says Russ. Yep. Basically, again, that's an ongoing trait with Pep. In terms of, obviously, since he's been at Man City, basically, obviously, we see it week in, week out. From the Premier League perspective, that's been a consistent thing of Pep since the second he walked through the door at Man City. It's not a new thing. It's not something that's just happened in the last year or the last 18 months or so. It's a consistent thing over and over and over again. But again, no one calls him out on it. In the media, no one calls him out. Oh, it's Pep is okay, no problem. He learns something. He doesn't learn, clearly not. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna wrap things. As I said before, I'm gonna wrap things up. We are back tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time, 15 minutes before kickoff for Arsenal women versus Tottenham women in the FA Cup quarter final. Myself and Andrew are joining. As I said earlier, if you're interested in asking Andrew to get hold of a shirt for you, be it an Arsenal shirt or Ajax or whoever, do let me obviously jump up in the chat tomorrow, and we'll sort you out all the details of how you got to go about it, basically, and we'll go from there. But other than that, we're back tomorrow for that, and then Thursday I'm doing nothing as it stands. Friday for the preview for Brighton, then the watch along on Saturday evening, 5:30. So it's Saturday evening, Saturday night kickoff. And then the match of the day stream that night at 10:20, going live at 10:20, 10:25. Match of the day 2 on the Sunday around the same time. Might see what games on Sunday. Might do a watch along maybe. Other than that, I'll definitely do the match of the day stream anyway. Over both Saturday and Sunday, sorry. And then the podcast, the reaction podcast as well, either Sunday or Monday. In terms of reacting to the Brighton game, basically. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up, going to get myself some rest and get the old thumbnail sorted for tomorrow. Get that sorted and get the stream up and running for that. If you're new to the channel, guys, and you've enjoyed obviously the stream and the random chats we've had about fucking God knows what, boxing, alcohol, Arsenal, fucking football in general, do subscribe. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you a single penny. It takes 1 second to press a big red button, and you're off and away. You do sub as well. Do turn on the notification as well, so obviously you get notified every time we go live. You don't miss a single second of all this stuff, all the content we've got coming your way. And then we've got obviously, in terms of the podcast side of things, actual podcast, 2 to 3 podcasts we do a week. If you want to just listen to the podcast back and not watch it, but listen to it back, you can catch the audio on, obviously, as it says across the screen, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms. But yeah, until then, I'll see you later. Nice and oh dear, can't believe Pep blew it. What a surprise! Until then, until tomorrow night, as always, up the arse. Come on, you Gunners.